Hey, my today. What's up? What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Now I'm waiting on my co-host, Kickle Boys, Kickle Boys, Kickle's Boy, to join me up on panel. But yeah, great to see y'all. Welcome in. And we are, also live on Facebook and Twitch as well. Let me just send Keckles a quick message. And yeah, so tonight we will be talking about if the 2019 Lion King remake is live action or animated. Hey, Jamie, welcome in. Guys, I'd like to thank you for joining me tonight. And yeah, so I'm gonna dive in here and kind of give you a little background on why we'll give it this. Okay, so Wednesday night on those the man of the hour, but yeah, no, on Wednesday night, Kickles was live, and this was a topic that came up when he was
Yo, Devil Dog.
when he was playing a game with his group of friends. So, Geckles, before we dive into it, do you want to tell us how this topic came to be?
All right. So, what this boils down to is the meteoric rise of Inside Out 2, which exceeded all expectations, quickly becoming the second highest grossing animated film of all time. But if you go by a lot of news reports right now, it will be listed as the highest grossing animated film of all time. That is incorrect. The highest grossing animated film of all time is the 2019 Lion King. But it appears that some people do not want to call it an animated feature, like my friends from Rat Night on Wednesday. So we got into quite a bit of a discussion on what qualifies it as an animated film.
Now, I will say this for both of us. Me and Kickle do consider a animated film because that's what it is. It's a animated
It does.
movie. I mean, you're definitely not seeing any actual baboons raise a riot curb over a cliff and all animals bow down to it. That's not how that works in nature at all. I mean, really.
No, I should think not. Um, a lot of people basically boil this down to not being animated because of the way it was animated. But I just, all right, some of it is it's too highly realistic and photorealistic to be animated. My response to that is if something's too high quality, it no longer counts as part of that category.
Yeah, like, really? I mean, you
I'm
know,
sorry, these watercolors are too vibrant. They're not watercolors anymore.
yeah, like, oh, you know, it, like, let me pull this from Wednesday, but claymation, I mean, that's animated in a different way.
I
Uh,
mean, claymation's
well,
more live action than this is
it,
because at least like the clay models exist in the real world.
yeah, 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 I mean, claymation, stop motion, animation, whatever you want to call it, like, that's more live than what we have here with the Lion King. Now, I mean, people will come at you with motion capture, but I mean, come on, motion capture is still part of animation. I mean, the
I'm going to bring something up. Let me see if I can remember.
the but I will say this, and I hate bringing up this movie because I hate it, but it makes a good case for this. The last Airbender, it has live action actors, and it's live action, but the whole Benton, no matter how bad it is, was animation. The actual Benton, the Elvis was CGI animation. So you definitely not see actual level file of an Elvis in the real world. That's animation.
All right. So, for people in the audience, and yes, you are 100% correct in that. You can have animated things in a live action film. That does not make the live action film animated.
Yeah.
All right, here it is. Yo, Franken Drinker. We're not doing creator stuff at the moment. We're not doing like ad stuff right now. All right. But I am going to post for people in the chat who may recognize this.
Okay.
People know what this is.
Let me pull it up. Hold on.
Does devil anybody do you know what this right here is? Yellow build files. If you can see this image up on screen, can you tell me if you are aware from what this comes from?
Like this particular thing, I'm not aware of what project it's from, but
This, my friend, is from the original animated Lord of the Rings film.
okay, so it's a animated scene for the animated Lord of the Rings. Okay.
These characters are rotoscoped. Now, the art of rotoscoping is to take actors, film them, and then draw over their actions.
Uh, uh,
And this is considered animation. This is literally just the actors' performances being drawn over, and that is animation.
yeah,
If that is animation, then mocapture CGI is animation because that's just the computer version of this.
yeah, definitely. I mean, low scope CGI mocap. I mean, it's all within the animation wheelhouse. I mean,
This is
even this
a scanner
is
darkly. Yet another, yeah, this stuff, these things exist and have always existed. There are many types of animation.
yeah, no, I mean, y'all seen where I GF the old Mickey Mouse cartoons that squawks and stretch and moves like that, so.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, I could, I'm gonna pull it up on my end real
All right, let me
quick.
take a look.
Uh, just in case no one has really an idea what we'll talk about, but okay, if you know what, this is the movie we'll talk about, and let me make this big for, hold on, let me switch there. But this is a still image from the Lion King 2019. It does look real. I'll give you that. It does look real. But, and this is a big but, you're not going to see this in real life. I mean, you're getting the. I mean, Mufasa's mean. The way it's swooped to just one side over here, and so you can. I mean, you can, but I mean, that's not gonna. say like that if it's a live action lion. I mean, really, all this is, and I believe you said it's photorealistic animation. It looks real. It looks like a little life compared to the 90 full lighting. I'll give you that.
Right. But I'm going to say that even if this was exactly how the real hair would behave, even if this was exactly how a real lion would look, 100% one to one, impossible to tell the difference,
Yeah,
it still would be animated. The
yeah, no,
quality, the quality should not factor into how it is categorized.
yeah, and I mean, okay, let's be generally honest here. If this wasn't animation, and I hate to point this out to those who believe it's live action, they still have to animate the mouth.
Right. But I would still, if it was a all right, so there used to be a lot of these animal films, think like Homeward Bound,
Yes,
yeah, stuff like Look Who's Talking Now,
yeah,
where we would have real animals and they'd animate the mouths. Um, it boils down to me that the only reason that we are considering this anything other than animation, the only reason it's being marketed as anything other than animation is Bob Iger and Disney, who are trying to put this forth as its own separate thing for marketing reasons. It has nothing to do with what it is, it has everything like John Favreau, 'cause I think Iger actually was no, Iger was still involved in 2019. He left during late 2019 and 2020. So yeah, Iger, Favreau, they wanted it to be classified as something other than animation because they wanted to avoid the stigma of being compared to the other animated film, and they wanted to make money off of it being a part of the Disney live action remakes of the time. It is 100% marketing and nothing else.
yeah, but I mean, you know, I get that, but let's be honest, and I think most people forget this a lot. The Disney live action remakes did not begin this past decade or even this past 5, 6, 7 years.
Oh no.
This began at least 20 years back when, and uh, if I'm remembering this wrong, let me know, but there was a live action cinema movie in the mid late 2000s, if I'm remembering that right.
What was the movie again?
Cinderella.
Okay. I believe. Well, there have been a million live action Cinderella movies. The Disney live action Cinderella was let's say, the Disney live action Cinderella was, I'd say, the second part of no. It was all right. So the current crop of Disney live action remakes began with um, Alice in Wonderland. That was the current crop of this one. But they did have a set of live action remakes earlier that began with 101 Dalmatians with Glenn Close.
Okay, yeah.
Mm, okay, so the Cinderella remake was 2015.
Okay. Why do I remember?
You may be thinking Ever After, a Cinderella story with Drew Barrymore.
It might be. It might.
I think that was done by Jerry Bruckheimer, with which means it was Disney. Let me see. Uh,
Okay.
Ever
Okay.
After. No, that was 20th Century Fox,
Okay.
which, after the buyout, now does count as Disney.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this just for this argument's sake. Let's not count that even though it counts now. It did not count back in the early 2000s. So, yeah,
Right.
I get what you're doing retroactively, but yeah. Now, I will say this, and I don't know why, but if you look up Cinderella 2006, it gives you a horror movie.
I think I know that one. It may have had Angelica Houston in it, right? As the queen?
Let me double. Um, no. What I'm saying, and it's, I don't know how I even got this picked up, but it's like a Korean film.
Oh, okay.
So I don't even know why that came up for me. But okay.
All right. So I'm seeing as the first of the Disney live action remakes, um, Lion King, and not Lion King, Jungle Book in 1994,
Okay.
and then 101 Dalmatians in 96, which were their first attempts. And then they tried it again with 101, 102 Dalmatians. Yeah,
Yeah.
101, 102 Dalmatians, and Jungle Book. That was the original run.
Okay.
Alice in Wonderland in 2010 was the start of their newer attempt at live action remakes.
Yeah.
But
And then it went to 2015 with the Silver movie. Then it went to 2017 with Beauty and Beast, which I will even say this, that remake, because it added a bit more to the story about, I like that one a bit more than any other live action remake out there. So,
Oh no, no, no. I am not a fan of the live action Beauty and the Beast. I have major issues with that and some of the character changes.
okay, so talk to me about what's up with it that you don't like.
All right. Some of the issues I have also go back to the original Beauty and the Beast. So those ones I will set aside.
Okay,
Um, one of the things being about like the whole reading stuff and whatnot, the need to turn Belle into like this weird inventor like her father. It's like,
yeah,
no, she is a reader. She is someone who likes seeking out knowledge. She is not an inventor.
okay,
Um,
yeah, that I would have to agree with that.
the incredibly creepy designs for all of the furniture and utensils. They look horrific.
Yeah,
The candles, the teacups, they are nightmare fuel. They do not look cute or endearing. I would throw them across the room. Their designs did not work for me.
I understand that.
They also went a little bit too far out of their way to explain certain things, which should just be considered like, oh, it was a fairy tale. Let's just leave that alone. Like the town all has amnesia because of the curse. We don't really need that.
Okay, yeah, no, that part right there, yeah, I didn't see was really necessary.
It also brings up like a bunch of other questions, like how far did this curse spread? Who doesn't know about these things?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they correct me if I'm wrong, but he was close at 14 plus Adam, right? Age
Yeah.
14 was close, and it's 4 years after he got close, so he's 18 as of the movie. Is that correct?
Um, in the animated one, it's at least 21. I'm looking to see how much it was in the live action one.
Okay.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, no, I'm just curious because those slight changes between the two that gets me mixed up.
All right, I'm actually looking at the animated stuff, and in the animated ones, he it apparently is that like all the characters are unaging, so they are the age they were when they were cursed.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking
Uh,
for the live action though, because I think the live action tried to make it that it was a specific amount of time.
yeah, that's what I remember.
Because in the live action one, the people in the town actually knew the people in the castle that were cursed because they
Yeah,
forgot. There are even people who had like married, but
yeah.
that brings in a whole host of issues. Did anybody have kids? What happened to the? Did like? if you forgot that they had a husband, where do they think the kids came from?
Yeah. No, I got you.
Yeah,
But
that's a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, that's why I'm raising these questions. Of, what did they change? Okay.
Well, DJ, what is going on Tuesday?
And then Tuesday, we're watching Archie's Real Mysteries.
So, is it just going to be us, or do you have someone lined up to join us?
I did not have anyone lined up. I am going looking for a no co-host to join us. And I mean, it doesn't have to be every week.
You hear that, folks? He's trying to push me out.
No, no. I mean,
I knew you didn't want me. I knew it.
whatever. I'm going to.
Yo, BW. All right, so going back on topic,
Yeah,
when discussing what counts as animation,
yeah,
there are many types of animation. You mentioned stop motion earlier. I mentioned rotoscoping.
yeah.
Let's look at a bunch of different animation types.
Hey, Vika. Yeah, no, I mean, there's different types of animation. I mean, I will tell you, probably my favorite one. Hey, Apple, Gracia, welcome in. My favorite type of animation has to be cell animation,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, that's still hand-drawn images with I hook up Gracia. I mean, let's not, forget like that cell animation when you're doing that. You're drawing a character over and over again to set cells on top for like motion and the really effects of distance and shadow. I mean, probably my favorite cell animated cartoon was the Fairy Operas. I mean, just the,
Wait, your favorite period?
well, not, not, I mean,
Like your all-time favorite?
Not my all-time favorite cartoon, but
But it's up there.
yeah, no, I mean, look, I'm just talking like full animation style or animation method is the cell animation.
Okay.
Now, I mean, because, and you will agree with this, Pickle, but the difference between Russell animation and Eastern animation is way different. I mean,
I will disagree.
okay,
I will
yeah,
say that there are differences in some sensibilities,
yeah,
but the differences between actual animation styles are as varied in Japan as they are varied over in the West.
yeah,
There's woodblock animation over in the over in Japan.
yeah,
There's sand animation over in the West. There's paper cutout animation in both places.
yeah,
There's a mix all around. But you can also tell the difference between something animated in France and something animated in Russia just by different art styles.
yeah, definitely. I mean,
So like
and
every animator is going to be different.
yeah, but I mean, I think we could, or may not, but
I mean, yeah, you are kind of right in that. Like, yes, there are differences between them, but what I mean is more there's differences between all animation.
yeah, of course there is. I'm not trying to argue that, like,
Yeah, no, I get you with that.
yeah, no, I mean, to give a kind of loose example, um, in anime, if we in Japan, they tend to exaggerate some body parts. And if you think like a teenage boy like I am right now, you know what I'm thinking about. So, yeah.
All right, I will say that type of exaggeration is done in every country. Have you seen comic books?
Okay, yeah, you got me there, but
Yeah. No,
I mean,
that's just stuff for teenage boys in every country. That's
yeah.
nowhere. That's nothing special.
Uh, but hey, you know where I was going with that,
I
so,
know exactly where you're going with that.
hmm, but yeah,
No, what animators can get away with will be pushed as far as animators can push things.
yeah,
Um,
no, and let's to kind of build on that previous point, I will also add that, you know, designs over in Japan do get a bit older over here for TVs. I mean, let me just bring it up here, like,
Just
you
one
know,
second. Just 1 second. Backwards. Do we prefer old school drawings to AI technology? I will say we both prefer something that has a bit of human heart put into it, where you can tell like what the animator themselves are trying to put forth, rather
yeah,
than just some cold, unfeeling machine.
yeah,
And you
no,
can usually tell the difference.
yeah, no, I mean, if you're using AI technology to emit, which you can do some great software, I'm not gonna that.
And it's a good starting point for other things as well.
Yes, but Keiko's right. You're not getting that human touch where, like, you would with traditional hand-drawn animation. Uh,
AI should be used as a tool to assist the animators, never to replace the animators.
definitely, I mean, definitely always be aware that if you tell AI what to animate, you need to be ultra specific with it to a T. That way it doesn't accidentally copy something that copywritten already.
Well, here's the thing about that. It's all using copywritten stuff because that's how the AI is creating anything.
Well, yeah, you're right about
Copywritten,
that.
it's taking copywritten material and then Frankensteining its own thing out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, and don't pull any of these up because I don't want that problem here, but those fake pixel puzzles that will go with them, right?
Oh, I've seen so many fake movie posters that people have sworn, "Oh, this movie's coming out."
Yeah, right. I mean,
And I have to explain, no, that is fake. That is not a real thing. You saw it on Facebook.
yeah, no, like, used, it used to be said more commonly, but don't believe everything you see online because it's made up. If you want something that's real, go to a trusted source.
Unfortunately, the sources a lot of people are trusting aren't always trustworthy.
Yeah, no, I mean, really. Hmm.
Oh man, I've had to shout so many people down saying like, "Oh, but I got it from this place." Yeah, that place is known for putting fake stuff out all the time. Why you keep going back there?
Yeah, no, I think, guys, like, seriously, if you're gonna, trust something on, look up a news article about it because, okay, so recently, one of my family members came to me and said, oh, hey, there's a Iron Giant 2 coming out. Like, No, there's not. Right?
Hmm.
I mean, now would it be great if Alonso got a sequel after 20 some odd years? Yes, it would. Because they left a opening for a sequel at the end of that movie. But I don't believe there will ever be a sequel to that particular movie.
Now, there could always every movie can have a sequel. Not every movie needs a sequel. Why we're getting a Beetlejuice sequel now, after all this time, I have no idea.
Yeah, no, no.
That thing's been in development
Uh,
hell for like
uh,
20 years.
yeah, no, like, so the whole Beetlejuice thing, when I originally heard about it, I was skeptical because I heard about it in like 2018, 19, and I was like, why do we need a Beetlejuice sequel?
Oh, I've been hearing about Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii, which was the original um, proposed sequel since like the early 2000s.
Yeah, no, I mean, in my opinion, if they were gonna do a sequel, they should have done it 15, 12 years ago.
All right.
My opinion.
Um, Going back to Lion King,
Yeah,
yeah, the entire reason that anybody is calling this anything other than animated is because of the stigma around animation in the West. If this was something being made in any other country, in any other region, then they would just call it an animated film and it would be done with it. But because the stigma around animation is still that it is just for kids and it is not a real important medium, that is something that you should ignore, they want it to be seen as not animated.
yeah, no, I mean, let me say this out loud. I've said it before, and I will say it again 100 times. Animation is not just for kids at all. I mean, we have animated adult TV shows, so yeah, no, we the whole animation for kids nonsense needs to calm down a
Yeah.
bit. So yeah,
Animation is a medium, not a genre. Thinking that all animation should only be for one demographic would be like thinking all radio would have to be for one demographic or
yeah,
all theater. You're like, oh no, theater is for people age 30 to 48 and for nobody else. It's like
yeah,
that's not
no,
y- saying that all theater would be for someone aged 30 to 48 is just as dumb as saying all animation would be for children.
yeah, no, like, come on. I'm,
No,
I'm,
if you want to watch an audio drama on the like an audio drama or a podcast or
Yeah,
program or whatever, you have to be between the ages of 16 and 21. It's like,
yeah,
no,
no.
does it make sense? These arbitrary rules around a medium do nothing but stifle the creative work in that medium.
Yeah, and I will say this. I'm not gonna say the particular project name, but Kickles, I'd say you know what it is. There has been recently in the past 6, 7 months a animation project that would from YouTube to Amazon Prime
Mm-hmm.
that has done really well as a Prime original. It's beautifully animated, but it is not graphic, but it's definitely not for kids. I mean,
No. I'm assuming that you mean Hazbin Hotel.
yes,
Yeah. It's not as graphic as Hell of a Boss is for certain.
I will agree with that, but I mean, there's no possible way you would put this, put this on for a kid and let them,
Backwoods.
seem safe. Yeah, you would not put on has been for a kid and let them sit there for, you know, an hour, 2 hours, and let them watch this adult animated show. Now,
I'd say I wouldn't sit them in front of the TV to watch it on their own, but with adult supervision, I'd say most of
well,
the show is
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah, I agree with you on that, but I I know of people who, even with adult supervision, that they would not let their child or grandchild watch this on their own, even if they're watching it with them. So,
I think a lot of that goes back to the stigma of, okay, this is animated, so I should be able to just sit my kid in front of it while I go and do something else
yeah,
because it's animated.
yeah,
And animation means it's a babysitter for my child.
yeah,
And that's a thing which is bad in general.
and
Television is not a babysitter.
yeah, and don't even get me started on the Nickelodeon show Mr. Me because that was not for kids, that was for teens.
That's that puppet show, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
I've seen little bits of that.
I did that. Hey, but before woke up.
Yo, Bedazzle,
But
how you doing?
yeah, but yeah, no, I mean that show, like, I definitely wouldn't sit my 6-year-old, 7-year-old niece down and let her watch that on her own. like there's no way I would do that. So
But
yeah,
people want to be able to turn on the television, drop a kid in front of them, and just walk away and trust that it's just going to be a baby show for babies.
yeah, but I mean, I say that we're not in the 1970s anymore. I mean, it's not like you could just say, oh, flip shows on. I don't mind them watching that.
See it, Des.
But that's yeah. But yeah, no, it's definitely not a. We're not in time period where animation is safe for all kids. I mean, really, no.
Right.
Animation as a medium has its, you know, intended audiences. And, you know, the fact that you need to be careful. But, you know, speaking of intended audience, the 2019 Liking movie, that was intended for, I'm gonna say, the hardcore Disney fanatics who don't care what Disney puts out. They just see, oh, it's made by Disney. I'm gonna watch it. Like, okay. So,
I think that it was made for older Disney fans to bring their children to. And it was made live action, one, to fit in with the whole live action brand, but
yeah.
two, so that those older fans did not feel self conscious seeing it. Because Disney wanted that theater full of adults. They did not want that theater full of children, which means they wanted to make it live action so that adults would see it. Even if it looked better as animated, they would
Yeah.
get more butts in the seats by doing live action. That's what their thought was.
Yeah, but I mean, that whole mindset is,
Toxic.
eh, yeah, toxic. I mean, really,
Hey, I'm glad you like The Lion King, and I will say we will never get on someone's case for liking or not liking something.
yeah, no, that's not what we're here to do. We're just voicing our opinions of what we think of a particular project.
Yeah. We're more about like the way of thinking about like why people consider something animated or not.
Yeah, but I will definitely say, just to kind of tie up my whole point with this.
Yo, Adam, we're just getting ready to call it for the night.
Yeah, I believe at a point there there's, a fine line of what you could call something and this is not over that line of it makes it less actually. This is squarely in the animation side.
Oh, no worries. I'll have the schedule put properly on for like when this live is. No worries, not your fault. I didn't post it in the Discord like I know I should.
Yeah, and you know what? You know, I need to start posting myself there as well, sir.
I mean, this thing is scheduled and it's the same time every week, so I should just have it on the YouTube channel, just like in the community tab anyway.
Yeah, no, I mean, really, like, you know, we planned this out really 2, 3 days before we go live. I mean, you know, let me say this, guys. If you come back and watch us next week, we have a fan series that I think you guys will enjoy us debunking. But anyways, any final thoughts, Tackle, before we head out?
Uh, Inside Out 2 is the second highest grossing animated film of all time. Lion King 2019 is the highest grossing animated film of all time. And
Uh,
I'm going to have to do some cleaning because I have my mother visiting.
alright. So that's it for watching. And we will see y'all next. Well, we will see on Tuesday for Archives with Mysteries. Bye, guys.